One of the things Chanonry Point is most famous, or perhaps infamous for, is that it is the site of the burning to death in a barrel of tar of the Brahan Seer.
With the daily updates you can't make up, it's the Black Isle Correspondent. She lives in Fort Rose and tells us what goes on. If your isolation causes desperation, try the Black Isle Correspondent. If you're feeling grumpy, you'll find some company here.
Coinneach Odhar, Kenneth Mackenzie, was born in Uig in the island of Lewis in the middle of the 1600s. He was gifted with what is known as the second sight. He was a seer, a savant. By looking through a hole in what he called his adder stone, he could tell the future. The Brahan Seer was known as Coinneach Odhar, which means sallow Kenneth in Gaelic. A couple of years ago, Lauren McCall from Fort Rose wrote an album of music inspired by the Brahan Seer's prophecies, and we did a tour around Scotland with it last summer. There were beautiful images and graphics to go along with the music. One particular image sparked all of our imagination. It was a spooky picture of a guy that had really dark hair and creepy eyes. And so we started calling him Kenny Dubh, Dark Kenneth. So for the purposes of today's film, we'll call him Kenny Dubh rather than Kenneth Mackenzie. His predictions were all in Gaelic. So the things that we believe him to have said are interpretations of a translation of language from 300 or 400 years ago. Clear? He stood on Dramossy Moor and said, "O Dramossy, thy bleak moor shall, ere many generations have passed away, be stained with the best blood of the Highlands." So he predicted the Battle of Culloden. He also said, "Black rain will bring riches to Aberdeen. North Sea oil. What about trains? Great black bridleless horses, belching fire and steam, drawing carriages through the glens." He also said that Scotland would have its own parliament when men could walk dry-shod from England to France. The Channel Tunnel opened in 1994 and the parliament in Holyrood just 5 years later. The Highland clearances, the sheep will eat the men. Put politely, Kenny Dubh predicted really bad times when two women sat in power. Perhaps a hint towards the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher? You might think that, I couldn't possibly comment. He foresaw the Caledonian Canal, predicting that one day ships would pass in front of Dubh. Having gained some notoriety for this skill, and in state of this, interrupting my flipping presenting. I'm going to have to go back and start again. And was headhunted, I suppose you would call it, invited to come and work in the Seaforth lands in Easter Ross. That's when things start going a wee bit awry for big Kenny Dubh, Dark Kenneth. What a cliffhanger! It's actually just the polytunnel door, and there's a wee bit too much information about Kenny Dubh for one episode, so I'll tell you the rest of it another time.